So what is object storage? Object storage is just a storage that takes your data and it breaks it down into objects. Now, what happens with this type of storage is it takes your data, it breaks it down into objects, and you can store this objects within your storage system. And the advantage or the good aspect with this type of storage system or storage type is that this data that is broken down into objects, it stores information about these objects. And this information is referred to as metadata. And with this type of structure for the object storage, you can use that to query or find your data based off this metadata, which is associated with particular objects for these data types or these different objects stored with metadata. So the downside with the object storage is you cannot use it to boot your system. So you cannot use it to start up your system or to start up your servers. That's the downside of the object storage. S3 or simple storage service. That is the Amazon brand of an object storage. And now the thing with the object storage is it is a write once, read many. So once you write to this storage, you can read it multiple times. But the disadvantage with this type of storage is once you edit the data you stored there, it saves a new copy of the data. So that is something referred to as versioning. So whenever you do an edit or you update a particular piece of information, a new version of that data is saved. And that is why object storage is not very good when you have constant updates being done on your data. Because once any update is done, a new version is being saved, and that's going to take up a lot of your capacity on your storage device or on your servers. So that's the downside of the objects. That's one downside of the object storage. That's the aspect referred to as versioning. So any edit you do on your data, a new version is saved. And for object storage, they'll use it for archival purposes. So that's for backup. They'll use it for software distribution. And they'll use it for static websites. Those are just some applications